Hello. Hello, I'm Tony Mitra, and today I will read out a response I received from a British Columbian MLA. I wrote a letter yesterday to all 88 MLAs, including the Premier of BC, complaining that our freedom, our liberty, our economy, our way of life, everything was being swept away on a fake fear generated by unelected entities that were not Canadian, and we were surrendering our liberty and essentially walking towards a totalitarianism, a kind of a global mafia that will control everybody, every country, everywhere. And we were falling into it with complicity, with compliance of the elected governments. And when when the government leaves no door left, no avenue left for the people to address their grievances of loss of freedom, loss of liberty is a serious grievance. They are leaving the only option open, and that is to rise up in revolt, and they should be warned. And this was a letter of warning. So I received automatic responses, computer generated, and a few from the assistants that read their letters. But I received one today from an MLA who composed the response himself, because my letter, although I'm not from his constituency, was considered important enough, even if it was a bulk letter. His name is John Rustad, and he is from Nechego Lakes in northern BC, and this is what he wrote. Dear Tony Mitra, thank you for your email. As a practice, I have always answered my own emails. I also do not respond often to bulk emails and to emails that are not from my constituents. In this case, I felt compelled to respond. First, there is a lot of work undertaken by MLA when legislature is not sitting. In fact, MLAs are often far busier outside of the legislature than inside. This is sometimes hard for the public to see, as most people's interactions with a politician is at some sort of event. But I can tell you, the most rewarding work you do as a politician is to help constituents. For example, I will never forget being able to help two seniors get a new wheelchair for their 42-year-old daughter, or when I helped a grandmother get through the system and be able to adopt her grandson. But as the old saying goes, if a tree falls in the woods and nobody is there to hear it, does it make a sound? The freedoms we have as a society should be one of our most cherished possessions. During this serious COVID-19 pandemic, those freedoms have been significantly restricted, and I can tell you that I am advocating for the removal of those restrictions as quickly as can be. The social and economic damage that has been done is enormous, and both federal and provincial governments have not seemed to have done any type of analysis to determine what these impacts are. As an opposition MLA, I look forward to holding the government to account for their choices. Sincerely, John Rustad, MLA, Nechego Lakes, British Columbia. So that was the letter, and that is my talk for the day. Thank you.